Hello friends, I had scored 150 marks in essay paper when I had written UPSC Mains 2016. So my score in actual UPSC exam was 150 in 2016. That was one of the highest score that year. Even Nandini KR All India Rank 1 of 2016, she had scored 142 marks. But surprisingly, when I had written a test in the test series of a very reputed coaching institute that year, they had given me only 102 marks. So there was a big variation between the marks which I got in the actual UPSC exam and the marks which I got in the test of a coaching institute. The next year also I wrote a test in the test series of a very reputed coaching institute, and that was one of the best essay I had ever written in my life. I was expecting that they would put me on the toppers list of that particular test, but again they gave me just 98 marks. So there has been, at least in my case, a very drastic difference between the marks which I achieved in UPSC exam and the marks which I achieved in the test series. And in both these cases, I had written those tests just a few days before the actual exam of UPSC. And this happens with a lot of students. So friends, if you get a low score in the test of any test series, especially in the case of essay, or for that matter in any other subject also, then the reason could not just be your own shortcomings, but something else. And that something else is often beyond your control. So don't let your low score in test series influence your performance in the actual UPSC exams in a negative manner. What those reasons are, why these coaching institutes they give you low score in their test series. These coaching institutes, they are working like mafias. They try to expand not just in the market but also in your mind. They have to sustain them. They are driven by the needs of the market. So if a student who has a lot of potential to score marks like 140 or 150, if he walks up in their program and if they give him his actual score of 140 or 150 in the first test, then promptly the student may say that, sir, I already know a lot and I'm already doing well. I don't need to join your further tests, or I don't need to attempt your further test, and I don't need to join your upcoming test series. So they might lose that students. So to retain the hold on that student, they would usually give him a score which is much less than what he actually deserves. The next reason is that these coaching institutes many a times may not even have the required expertise to evaluate your answer sheets. In most of these coaching institutes, your copy is never evaluated by the faculty who are teaching you. Your copies are mostly evaluated, and it's an open secret now. It's a dark open secret that your copies are evaluated by students themselves. And many a times these students, they don't have proper expertise to check your answer sheets. If I ask them to write an essay, many of them may not be even able to write one page properly. But then they have the responsibility to evaluate your answer sheets. Then how would they do that? And in case if they give you low score, then don't let their judgments, their negative views of your performance impact you. So remember this thing. If you get low score in test series, then the reasons for that low score are not limited to your shortcomings. They are beyond your control, and they are often driven by the needs of market. They are because of how this system operates. Also, in copy evaluation, the money which a person makes is on the basis of how many copies he has checked on a particular day. So his entire motivation is, and his money and the money which he is making is thus inversely proportional to the time which he is spending on evaluating and copy, and thus he would rush through when reading the copy. And sometimes I feel that even a rag picker who is picking up discarded objects from street or from dustbins, even that rag picker would spend more time on selecting an object from the streets than these copy evaluators, the time which they spend while going through your scripts. एक रद्दी वाला भी ज़्यादा टाइम स्पेंड करेगा कूड़ा उठाने में या अपना कुछ सामान उठाने में और ये जो कॉपी चेक आपकी होती है यहाँ पे और भी कम टाइम स्पेंड किया जाता है, just because this is how the market is formulated. So I don't say that all coaching institutes are bad. I don't say that there is no benefit of taking test series. There are benefits. Obviously, you might improve. But what I want to say here is that don't let their low score kill your confidence. Don't let their greed of money pollute your mind with self-doubt, with ideas of self-doubt. So when you walk in the examination hall, when you write your papers, be confident, be cheerful, and forget everything which has happened in the past and just focus on the paper. If you are in good mood, if you are confident, you will definitely deliver a much better performance. Then what if you're constantly being bogged down by the low scores which you used to get in the test series? So with this, friends, I again repeat my points, that there are always good chances that you may be getting a score in the test series which is much less than what you deserve in UPSC exam. So with this, I close this video and I wish you all the good luck. So when you go and write the papers, be full of confidence. If you are cheerful, if you are happy, then ideas will themselves accumulate in your mind. You just let them flow freely onto the paper. Thank you.